Hello!
Hi there.
Here we are back in Asagao Academy on day 3, apparently. Ready to, Oh, that's right, we're checking out that fucking supply closet.
You need to move the window up a little bit so I can actually see all the text.
But you don't matter, Mary. The viewers matter.
Oh,
The
I hate
viewers
you.
matter. So, for our viewers at home, we are doing a long distance recording because Mary and I live a really, really impossible, 20 minutes away.
It's like 40 minutes, and my dad's car just broke down, so I have no way to get there.
So we're recording on my boyfriend's computer, and Mary is joining us via Skype call, which you'd think would make Mary's audio shitty, but it actually just makes my audio shitty because listen to this mic, baby.
Stop.
All
You don't
right.
want to hurt their ears.
I can fix it in post.
Sure, you can.
All right. So I'm going to retake over the narration. Oh, did anything else happen in the diary? No. Okay. I'm going to retake over the narration from Mary because I'm jealous, and also we're switching every other episode. We were in front of the supply closet the whole time, and I'd fought the urge to open the door after Gerard
You remember
closed
what
it.
happened in the last episode with the weird whatever that was in the closet?
Yes, that's what I'm like. That's right. We're going to check out the closet. I just said that. We're checking out the closet.
Yeah,
Yay!
man. Remember when I was in the closet?
We were in front of the supply closet the whole time, and I'd fought the urge to open the door after Gerard closed it. Now I was going to see who was in there. Darkness. The light was off this time. I slid my hand across the wall looking for the switch and flipped it. Flipped the motherfucking switch. There was no one in the closet. I froze, still as the paints and construction paper that lined the
I'd say
walls.
that's bullshit. There are plenty of people in the closet, and I'm not going to stop making closet jokes until we have left the closet's vicinity.
He wasn't in here, and this was the only exit.
That you know of.
The message here is ghosts live in the closet. All ghosts are in the closet. Do you know someone who died? They're gay. They're a ghost. They're in the closet. I closed the door, blinked hard, and walked straight back to my dorm room. Forget about it. Just forget about it. Ignoring that last incident, Gerard truly went out of his way to show he was thinking about me. In fact, I got the impression he was this way for everyone, maybe even everything. He was thorough, very thorough, and when he wanted to help you, he did everything in his power to do so. Maybe it hadn't meant much to him, but it meant a lot to me. I returned to the dorm and crawled into bed with a smile on my face, ready to take on the next day. This time, I knew I wouldn't get lost. Yes, no, that's a lie. The fuck happened here? The fuck happened here?
You will soon find out. Be patient.
I mean, a fashion show starring Jared. Clearly, that's the fuck what happened here, but God. Maya and I arrived at Poppy Hall the next morning, and it immediately became clear. Something changed. Posters drenched in nausea-inducing neon colors were plastered on the lockers. Several students gathered to take a look. Oh, my gosh. We walked over to one
Oh
of...
my god.
God damn it. We walked over to one of the walls to get a better look. Is that Jared? When Mai didn't respond, I turned to look at her. The expression on her face told me that her mind wandered somewhere that would have made a call girl blush.
I think what the story is implying here is Mai should be a romance novel author because that's what I'm getting out of this.
I think what I'm getting is Mai should become a lesbian.
She can write lesbian romance novels. I'm all down for it.
Yes, not mutually exclusive. Anyways, Mai, you're drooling. That seemed to jolt her out of her fantasy. She lifted a sleeve to wipe away the drivel on her chin.
I am not.
What are these posters for?
Well, last year Jared put on a fashion show. It looks like he's doing it again this year.
I didn't know Jared was into fashion. He's a fucking model. How did I not know that? That's like one of the 2 facts I know about him. Mai shrugged.
He's not.
Seriously? I waited for some type of clarification.
One time in biology, I saw him take off his sweater and his shirt got kind of stuck to it and pulled up. And I swear he had like 20 abs.
I hear that Jared has a 10-pack. I hear that Jared is ripped.
I want to respond, but I can't stop laughing.
I waited
Jared
in
is a punk bitch.
I waited in vain, but not as vain as Jared. Hello, ladies. Oh no. Mai and I whipped around. There stood Jared in all his glittering, magnificent glory. Mai's face turned a blushing pink. The most beautiful guy in school. That's my mental voice if you are my voice. Just like FYI. I see you're admiring my totally sweet posters. Yeah, they're really something, Jared.
I like your abs.
My why? With sudden soul-crushing realization of what she said, her expression twisted into a mixture of horror and disgust.
This internal monologue. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What have I done?
Jared was unfazed. Thanks, but Hana, it was actually you I wanted to speak to. Why would he want to talk to me? Oh, yeah, okay, what's up? Jared looked expectantly at Mai. She didn't move. Realizing she was in trouble, I nudged her with my elbow as subtly as I could. Just, Mai, would you like to go get me a soda? I'm really thirsty. But not as thirsty as you, bitch.
Bitch.
Bitch! See, like now I want to say it less because every time I say it, I have to edit it in.
I can do it next time. Bitch.
What mistakes have I made? I'm just gonna. If I'm editing this, I'm just editing that whole like 5-second clip out, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Never. I'll keep bringing it up the rest of the episode, so if you do cut it out, no one will know what I'm talking about.
So back to Mai being thirsty AF. Without a word, Mai scuttled away. Jared turned back to me, a cool glint in his eye.
It's fine. Just chill out. When you close it, this will go away. It happened to me several times. Just ignore it and keep going.
I wanted to talk to you about the... Actually, I think I missed the line. No, I didn't. Jared turned back to me, a cool glint in his eye. He seemed used to the effect he had on women. I wanted to talk to you about the fashion show, actually. You're new here and all, so you probably don't know, but every year I like to put on a little
should
fashion
do it more like
show.
Flamboyant and fun. You're using the Gerard voice, but like tamer. Just...
I don't know. I wanted to talk to you about the fashion show, actually.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. You can use the voice you were using.
I wanted to talk to you about the fashion show, actually. You're new here and all, so you probably don't know, but every year I like to put on a little fashion show to showcase my modeling skills.
Skills with a Z.
Z.
Skills.
Wait, what? You know, just to make sure people don't forget what I'm capable of. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a stack of glossy photos, and thrust them into my hands. I stared down at them in awe. Oh man, it's like, what the fuck is this shit? This is the first CG I get.
Okay, so just so you know, if you want to, you can hit the H button and it'll hide all the text and stuff, so you can just really take a look at the glory that is these pictures.
I think I can see them well enough, but thanks. I flipped through them, starting to notice a pattern.
See, now I wish we had a camera so I can just... So many chins.
As you can tell, my beauty is something that simply can't go to waste. I like to hold a fashion show here at Asagao Academy to ensure everyone gets their yearly dose of pro Jared. I flipped to the last photo. Heat shot up my neck and into my ears. Surely this was some kind of joke. I shoved the stack of photos back at him, wiping my sweaty palms against my skirt. What does this have to do with me? That might have been a touch rude. Jared, as smooth as ever, simply smiled and sparkled. I think you have potential, Hana. He suddenly leaned in close to me. So close, in fact, that I could smell his cologne. Creep! A musky, sweet aroma of earthy scents and ham? Ham.
I think these are reference. I know the chin thing is a reference to his channel, and I think the ham thing is as well, but I haven't watched enough of his videos to really know for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think this game might be a reference to the Pro Jared channel. Just a
Fight
hunch.
me, bitch.
But potential for what exactly?
Fight me.
Jared shifted, his mouth so close to my ear I could feel its heat. For greatness. He reached into his shirt pocket and retrieved a small slip of paper. With quivering hands, I accepted it. My card. My number's on the bottom if you're ever interested. I could teach you a thing or two about modeling. Wink. I stared.
What was that you just said?
Wink. Very high-pitched wink. Don't worry. I'll put it in the editing. It'll be in like big pink letters. Wink! So no one will be confused.
Okay. Sure. This is the best way to do that.
Wink!
How about we leave the singing to me?
No, bitch. I stared down at the card in my hand, feeling that if I looked away, it would disappear. By the time I gathered the courage to face him again, Jared was gone.
His road has some pretty fun moments of just absolute insanity.
You mentioned lots of cringe.
There's, I don't know, it's hard to, like, it's definitely got the most cringe, but it also has just got some just, I don't have the words.
Alright, I'm gonna try to click through this text so that we can get to parts where you talk.
I mean, I've been talking more in this episode, probably because I'm actually pretty tired. We're doing this pretty late.
Yeah.
So I'm just like starting to feel the effects of like, it's late.
Speaking of, feeling quite dizzy, I headed for class. The business card strangled to death in my white-knuckled hand.
Can you kill paper?
Yes, you can kill paper. By the time I got through the milling students and to the classroom, Mai was sitting at her desk, face down and completely still. I took my seat and twisted around to poke the dejected Mai-shaped heap. She didn't budge. Mai! Mai! I heard a muffled groan of despair.
I'm such a social disaster.
No, you're not. I tried to sound comforting, but I was never good at this sort of thing.
Oh, it sounds like you.
Shh. Mai finally lifted her head from her desk.
What's that?
She motioned to the business card that was still in my hand. I set it in front of her. Mai appraised it for a long minute with a blank face, as if I set a rare artifact in front of her that she didn't actually believe was real. Then her eyebrows pulled together.
He gave you his number?
I mean, realistically, it's probably his agent's number. That's probably not like as big of a deal. Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, not really. He said I should call him if I want to, hook up.
No. Oh my god, could you imagine what Mai would say if that was actually what the card was for?
I mean, let's be real. That's why Jared gave the card to me. I mean, he said I should call him if I want him to teach me how to model like him. In the nude.
Ew.
I mean, yeah. It was embarrassing to even say, and the words felt awkward in my mouth. The moment I said them out loud, I wished I could grab them back and swallow them. I expected Mai to give me a once-over before making an off-the-cuff comment about how I wasn't nearly pretty enough to be a model. But she didn't.
He, totally wants to get with you.
Her tone was so matter-of-fact, I gaped. What? No, he doesn't. Why would you say that?
Okay, Hana, I've taken to... Oh god, this is such a weird line. I've taken enough sex ed classes to know when a guy fully wants you. And Jared, can't. Fully wants you. I'm just gonna go in the corner and cry about this line.
So I'm going to play. If I'm editing this episode, I'm just going to play that line over a few times, maybe some reverb. You know, big sparkly letters.
Why would you do this to me?
Because I
How
figured
could
out.
this happen to me? I made my mistake.
I can mute your audio feed.
You would never, would you?
No,
Would
I
you
would.
throw away our friendship for like this? 5 years? I gave you 5 years of my life, and this is how you repay me? You mute my audio feed?
So thanks for tuning in to Asagao Academy episode 4. I hope you enjoy all 1.5 scenes that we get to today. Mortified, I snatched the business card back off her desk and shoved it into my jacket pocket, turning away. My cheeks felt like they were on fire. By now, the classroom was filled with students. They chatted amongst themselves, but the white noise of the conversations wasn't loud enough to drown my out. Out of the corner of my eye...
Give me a second. 1 second.
Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. La, la, da, da, da. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da.
You've been continued to narrate while I was gone?
No, you said just a second. I was gonna
You
wait.
should. Yeah, that was my mom. I woke her up. I'm the worst daughter ever. It's like almost 1 a.m. and she has to work.
Oh. Is there like another place you can move to, or are we okay to keep going?
We're just gonna have to keep going. I'll just have to keep it down.
Okay, daijobu. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see John and PBG seated in their desks at the back of the classroom. Hey, that's my seat.
I'm talking serious grabby hands in the back of his dad's Camaro here. You're gonna make babies with Pro Jared, Hana.
My, why are you so creepy?
Little, glittering Jared babies.
Creepy. No, I'm not.
Told you Mai was the biggest creep.
You're totally crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Miss Shizuka, like, sorry, gomenasai. Shizuka-sensei, like some kind of angel, cleared her throat at the front of the class. I exhaled gratefully and sunk down in my seat. When class finally ended, Mai and I headed for the cafeteria, the incident forgotten in her hurried attempt to explain Miss Shizuka's scandalous last relationship.
Seriously, he spent all this time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who only liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend. I feel like this is a reference to something, but I have no idea what.
Anime.
You know, the teacher reminds me a lot of the teacher from Madoka Magica.
Yes, you have mentioned. She needs to have more conversations about fried eggs, though. Anyways, your line.
I mean, who does that?
We got our food and hesitated in the middle of the room, looking at the normal boots table. Neither of us wanted to go up and demand a seat, especially after wiggling our way in the day before. What if they changed their minds? But Satch, noticing us standing like lost lambs in the middle of the room, waved us over.
Hey, girl. How was class? My God.
Oh, you know, normal. Boots Club. Satch nodded and turned away, having been in the middle of talking to Josh. That was awkward. Despite how familiarly he...
Just keep going.
Despite how he treated me, I still didn't know how to talk to him, or any of them. It's like they're another species. No, it's not. They're just humans. I looked across the table and locked eyes with PBG, who stared at me like I was a baby German shepherd.
That's really specific.
Yeah. Still you.
Oh, you.
Cookies! What? You brought us cookies! You're the best, Gerard. Paul sprang out of his chair and practically tackled Gerard. Whoa, calm down. There's more than enough cookies to go around. Gerard started passing the cookies around the table, but paused. You're back again? He looked at Mai and me. I tried to ignore the disappointment on his face. Well, here. He handed us each a cookie, then headed back across the cafeteria. I stared at small chocolate chips melting in the warm cookie. Did he not want us here? But he was so nice yesterday. I didn't even want to eat the cookie. Not if he was going to be as two-faced as that.
Oh, poor Hana.
Also, you are definitely short, boy.
But I can't shout.
Fine.
Hey.
Perfect shout. A+ shouting.
Hey. Watch where you're walking next time. And you know what? Just because I'm short doesn't mean I get to be all the short characters, okay? I can't help it. I'm short.
A sheepish Gerard stood next to a short, skinny boy who was holding his tray above his head. Oh man, I'm sorry, bro. I'll be more careful next time.
Oh, you're from Normal Boots. Wait, you're the guy who plays with itty bitty kitties, aren't you?
The boy sneered.
How the hell did you manage to get in with a group like that?
They're my friends.
Playing with those stupid dolls, you're an embarrassment.
The kid's friends were hitting his shoulders, looking from Gerard to our table with panicked eyes. Hey man, back the fuck off. I think they're fun.
Whatever. I got you a button that says or however you say it.
Yes. The kid was led off by his friends. Gerard came back and sat down at the table.
I really like buttons. I have a lot of them.
That was weird. Gerard sat down and began happily munching on his cookie, looking for all the world like he didn't even care about what just happened. I scanned the cafeteria for the boy who heckled him and found him sitting alone at a table, head in his hands. His friends left him behind. Fucking social karma acts fast. What was that about?
You don't fuck with the boots.
Oh, that. I used to get it all the time. I collect, itty-bitty kitty figurines. You know, that kids show. The 5 kittens live in Kitten Town.
I'm a pony.
I'm a crony.
Crony?
Wait, no, that's backwards. I'm a Brit. I'm a Brit.
That's weirder.
I'm a Brit. Oh, I'm
Stop.
a Brit. No, I'm a Brit. They were
Hashtag make Helen stop 2K16.
They were originally supposed to have magic powers, but whatever. I collect their figurines. They're so cute.
Kawaii desu.
I've almost got them all. I'm only missing Princess Pumpernickel. She's the rarest. But why was that guy making fun of you? Doesn't it bother you? I was afraid of bringing up bad feelings, but Gerard just shook his head. I tried touching my mic. That was a mistake. I could see the audio.
Why? Helen, why?
I feel like Gerard's too quiet. It looks kind of weird, right? A teenage boy collecting toys meant for little kids and making porn of said toys.
No.
But I like them, and so I don't let it bother me.
No. I thought you were gonna go somewhere with that. I'm glad you didn't. Let's just keep going.
Mary, are you furry shaming?
I'm shaming you and no one else.
Sorry I didn't bring enough cookies the first time, Hana. I forgot that you were joining us again, but I'm glad you're here. I bit my lip. See, Hana? He was being nice the whole time, and here you were jumping to conclusions. Hey, your cookie will get cold if you don't eat it.
Watching Helen try to maneuver the microphone without actually touching it is kind of hilarious, and I wish you could see it.
Ah, it looks so loud.
Stop touching it.
Dear internet, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I unwrapped the cookie. Scents of chocolate and cinnamon hit me. I broke off a piece and popped it into my mouth. Gerard whispered something into Nick's ear. who started laughing so hard milk came out of his nose. Now, Hana is going to deduce the only possible conclusion. Gerard is laughing at me. Was he really okay with people making fun of him? I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. Huh. Hana didn't assume that everything was her fault. Hey, progress. At my old school, people made fun of me every day. It was hell. Oh shit! Hana swore! And not just like a bitch that I threw in there? I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. There is no way he could just brush it off like that. Not when I tried so hard to do the same. But as I finished the cookie and started on my ramen, and Gerard continued to laugh as with the rest of Normal Boots, I wondered whether it was as impossible as I always thought. Hana, can you pass me some pepper?
I got it. Here, Jared.
Thanks, what's your name again?
It's Mai.
Thanks, Mai.
Well, Hana, ready to head back?
Huh? Oh,
Like I'm not dying on the inside.
oh yeah. Did Mai look sad, or did I imagine it?
You definitely didn't imagine it.
But she's a robot. She can't be sad.
Shush.
We threw our trays on the racks and headed out of the cafeteria. As we waved to Normal Boots and Gerard cheerily waved back, a sudden pang hit my stomach. Was it hunger? But I just ate. Guilt? So the whole Jared route is just like me trying to get Maya in a threesome with me and Jared, and them both being too fucking blind to go along with it.
No.
Aww. After class ended that day, Mai said she had volleyball practice and sped off. Thankfully, this time I knew where I was going, so I headed straight back and collapsed on my bed. It was nice to have some time to myself. After everything that happened, I felt like I was going crazy. I could use some relaxation. I didn't have a computer or TV, and the book Satch gave me was really good, but sometimes got a bit hard to read. Instead, I took my phone out and started flipping through the App Store. Nothing really looked good. Wait, what was this? I sat up. Dumbadoom's Revenge. Face off against 3 other players as you catch monsters, raise them, and use their unique skills to aid you on your puzzle-solving quest. Only you can save Metaworld from its ignorant king and utter destruction. God damn it, Hana. Do you, click on BuzzFeed clickbait articles, too?
Shush. These kind of games are fun.
Now with a single-player campaign. Raise crops to feed your monsters. Are they? Are they? If you're lucky, they'll transform into cute girls. Are they?
This isn't like a farming game. It's a match 3 puzzle game. I'm addicted to those.
The hell? It looked so stupid. But it couldn't hurt to give it a try. Yes, it can. Run away. Microtransactions will drain your bank account.
She doesn't have a bank account. She's poor as fuck.
Because her weeaboo mother spent all of their money on microtransactions.
I don't think that's
That's
it.
absolutely how it happened. I downloaded and started up the game. Do you want to be the game voice?
Welcome to Dumpy Doom's Revenge.
I skipped the intro sequence, go men Mary, and quickly hit single player, because I am single. Actually, I'm not. I have a boyfriend. But Hana...
Loading. I'm single.
Hana
so single. I'm so alone.
And so is Hana. You can, really unite in your singleness with Hana. That'll last long. The load times are terrible. Suddenly, a cartoonish hilly valley met my eyes, panning over to a white castle nestled next to a cliff. A lazy king lay asleep on a throne, when a squat silver soldier ran into the room.
King Dumbadoom, quickly! We're under attack! Oh, just send the 1st Battalion off, please. I'm rather tired.
The knight left, and the screen faded to a world map showing a horde of black blobs on the right side of the screen. A small group of knights ran up against the blobs and were instantly devoured. One of the black blobs spit out a helmet with a skull inside. What the hell is this game? Things continued in this way, with the king sending off his battalions haphazardly until no one was left. Then the king awoke in his chair and turned to the screen.
You!
Me?
Only you can save my kingdom. Please!
I don't think I can save your kingdom. You're the one menacing it.
How dare you!
What the hell? Could this thing hear me?
You are no longer my advisor. Go back to your home village and let me deal with this myself.
A tiny sprite with brown hair flew across the world map, bouncing into a bunch of red houses.
I guess my only choice is to raise an army of monsters myself, overthrow the king, and then raise an army to fight the oncoming bloopity blobs.
Bloopity bloobs?
Sorry.
God. How the hell did you come to that conclusion? Finally, I was allowed to play the actual game. A dozen multicolored blocks appeared on the screen. The monsters I was initially given could only hit their corresponding colors, and I couldn't activate any traps. Supposedly, more monsters could eventually learn how to set traps, and you could do certain combos to hinder the opposing team. If you had an attractive girl on your team, she could use an ability to double the rate of your opponent's blocks, or half the clock time. The fuck game is this? But that had a drawback for you too, and could be used as an asset by the opponent. Not to mention that certain color combinations between girls and monsters activated unique secret abilities, and you could also evolve your monsters and feed them things. Boy, am I so glad we're getting a description of this fake game within this game. You know, this is really moving me. This plot just makes me tear up every time.
This is actually very important to the story.
How the heck am I supposed to remember all of this? I failed the first few times, but quickly got the hang of it. It was just about being adaptable and maintaining a flexible strategy after all. My eyes started to hurt, and I looked at the time. 8 o'clock? It had been 4 hours? I had reading to do. I grabbed my textbook, flicked my radio on, and began to read. There have been many tales of times when the moon has fallen on other planets, the most popular of these being the myth of Termina. However, these myths have never proven to be more than a hallucination. The fuck am I reading? My eyes blurred over my astronomy.
Zelda reference.
I should have gotten that.
Yeah, you should have.
I
You've
should have
actually
gotten
played
that.
a Zelda game and I haven't.
I've played a lot of Zelda games, and I've played that Zelda game. So we're just gonna edit out my shame there.
No, you're not.
My eyes blurred over my astronomy textbook, and I yawned. The Schubert piece floating from my radio made me want to go to sleep, and I toyed with the idea of going to class without finishing my reading. Who cared how many times the moon was supposed to fall, especially when time travel was involved?
Hana!
Mai burst in through the door, flung herself across the room, and grabbed my radio. Hey, where have you been? What are you doing?
Give me a second. We're missing it. There we go. Oh, that's me. No, I thought you were PPG.
Nope, you're PPG.
Okay, but I swear, that dog was the living worst. That's why you need a bird, like my lovely Jacques.
Watch your tongue. What is this?
Shh! So, the time has come to make an official announcement. This year, just like every other year, the Normal Boots Club will be participating in the video game tournament. Woohoo! Yay! I'm sorry I'm being so quiet. My mom will kill me if I wake her up again.
Don't worry, I'll edit your audio so it's even quieter.
I hate you.
As PPG applauded as though he were a crowd of 30 people, I shot a puzzled glance at Mai. Why would you hate me? I'm making it quieter so you don't wake up your mother.
I hope you guys will support us again this year, and best of luck to our competitors. You guys are going down! And now for some music. No, stop.
No. Is this really any better? Mai turned down the radio inside.
Okay, what did you want?
What was that?
PB&J. It's PBG and John's radio show.
They have a radio show? What do they do on it?
Oh, they talk and stuff and play music sometimes. Everyone in school listens to it. I'm so glad you bought your radio. I forgot mine at home.
And a video game tournament?
Yeah, didn't you hear them talking about it the other day?
No. Come to think of it, I hadn't paid much attention to their conversations. I was too busy worrying about myself.
Every year they have a game tournament down at Higginbottom Mall. Lots of people come to compete, but everyone knows the real fight is between the Normal Boots Club and the Hidden Block Club.
Is that what they do? Video game tournaments?
Yeah, that's why nobody's ever joined them since their inception. Well, I guess partly they're a group of friends who just happen to make a club together. But also, unless you're really talented, you just drag them down.
Ouch.
Not all of them are so harsh. But some of them, well...
Oh my. It's not like Jared's repeatedly ripped out your heart and stomped on it in front of you.
Shane.
It's not like Jared's ripped out your heart and repeatedly stomped on it in front of you. I glanced away, but I felt like I knew who she was talking about. That's too bad. The conversation I had before with Jimmy and Caddy came to mind. Had they really thought I was joining the Normal Boots Club? There was no way. I hadn't played a video game since I was a kid, and also 2 minutes ago on on my phone. My father gave me a 40S when I left home, but the night before I left...
Flashback.
The night before I left home for Asagao, my dad came to visit me in my room. I had packed the few things I owned into a briefcase and a single cardboard box set to be shipped with the train. I sat and stared at the box, somewhat bitter. I barely even needed it. I didn't own much.
You be the dad.
Hana? Yeah, Dad? My father stood in front of me, a weary smile on his face. Even though he tried to hide it, I could see by the deep wrinkles around his eyes and forehead that he was tired. Sad. The past few years had taken their toll on him, and I hadn't eased things. You'll be leaving tomorrow. Yeah. A heavy silence hung between us, filling my childhood bedroom like styrofoam. Are you excited? Yeah, I am. He nodded and glanced around my room at the pale blue walls, the broken clock above my old desk, the scuff marks around the door frame from where I ran into it as a kid. I lived in this house almost my whole life, ever since moving after kindergarten. It was everything I knew, but now it was too much for me. The decision to transfer to Asagao didn't come lightly. First, it was a prestigious institution with a highly prized reputation. Only the best of the best, touting either great grades, impressive talent, or lots of money could get in. I was none of those things, but I made it in regardless. Part of me suspected I was a charity case. I received a small scholarship, and it would no doubt look good for the academy to have fostered a poverty-stricken child in its walls. And, despite the fact that my father couldn't afford it, even with the scholarship, he guaranteed he'd support me if I went. I looked again at the wrinkles in his face, at his sagging shoulders. He pressed his hands against his body to hide the way they shook. Oh my God, I'm just going to school. Lighten the fuck up. I'm not dead. All for me. He'd be all alone. I'm glad you're going. I think this'll be good for you. Yeah. I wished I could say something else, but nothing came. Well, honey, just in case you get homesick, I brought a present for you. A present? From his pocket, my dad produced a shining pink Nintendo 40S and placed it into my hands. For you, daughter. But
Ellen.
why? How? Dad, this costs so much. You're already killing yourself to let me go. Why would you? Tears spilled from my eyes as my dad smiled. It's so tragic, Mary. She's going to school. It's terrible. Nothing is too good for you, my dear Hana. His voice was trembling. You are my pride and joy. You deserve so much better than you've gotten from me. Dad, go to Asagao. Have fun. Make lots of friends. And when you get homesick, you play with that and remember all the times I couldn't afford to buy you video games. I'll make do.
Stop being so mean. This is... You just don't like genuine emotion.
I mean, that too, but I really don't like disingenuous emotion. I stood up and hugged him,
I don't
burying my
think this
face.
is disingenuous at all.
I stood up and hugged him, burying my face in his scratchy sweater and oatmeal smell. I'll miss you. I'll miss you, my little flower. Are we done yet? But the thing is, I didn't miss him. Oh, sorry. He forgot to give me a cartridge to play with. Like, what a dick. Now I glanced at the machine, hidden behind my desk lamp. Mai watched me carefully. Well,
You never know what can happen. Excuse you.
I'm sorry.
Excuse you.
I would never take Mai from you.
That's right.
What? What do you mean? Mai giggled.
Nothing at all. But I just got back, so I've got work to do.
Work! Right! PPG and I still had that project due, and we hadn't met to discuss it at all. He said that he had it under control, but I should probably make a backup plan, just in case. It wasn't that I didn't trust him, it was just that I didn't trust him. Okay, I was making up that line, but that's actually what the game says. Okay, points, Hana, points. Sighing, I worked a kink out of my shoulder. It looked like it would be a long night. Ugh, what was that noise? Stop it, please. Yamete yo. Ugh, I'm coming. Who on earth would do this so early? So early in the morning, in fact, that it wasn't even light out. I quietly padded over to the door. Mai shifted in her bed. What?
It's about time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're Josh. Who?
Excuse me, I'm Joshua Lena. Oh, honey.
She pushed past me and swept into the room, flipping on the light switch. Paul and Nick followed after him. Hana, I feel just terrible for ruining your uniform. Sincerely, we owe you an apology and a clean uniform. I'm not so good at that kind of thing, so I brought a friend to help me. Josh pulled open my drawer and tossed out clothes left and right. Oh my god, stop! That's my underwear! What's wrong with you? I ran to him and grabbed his arm, trying to pull him away. Mary, it's your line. Mary, it's your line. Mary, it's your line.
Okay. These panties are so cute. They're perfect for you. And I'm doing this as flamboyantly as possible because... Yes.
Get away from there!
Girl.
Where's your uniform? I ducked below Josh and pulled open a drawer, pulling out the sticky fabric. Here, take it! I threw it at Josh's face, but he caught it with ease.
Okay, so you know how a lot of people hate the word moist? It's like their least favorite word ever.
Sure.
I cannot stand the word panties. Ugh, I hate it.
Pants it.
There is no problem, I promise. No, sorry. There is, words.
I know it's like having a hot redhead in front of you can be really distracting.
This is no problem. I promise we'll have this cleaned up in no time. Girls.
He snapped.
Follow me. Just letting out my inner fabulous gay man.
Paul, Nick, and Josh swept from my room, but they didn't head towards the hall exit. Instead, they turned left, heading deeper into the dormitory. I didn't have a good feeling about this. I stepped into my slippers and ran into the hallway just in time to see the door to the girls' bathroom close. Oh no. Ah, what are you doing in here, bitches?
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. Continue.
Okay. I sprinted to the bathroom door, but before I could get there, Paul and Nick slammed into the wall across from the door. Men like you are the fucking worst. Whoa. No, this is all a misunderstanding, please. I'm sure it was, bitch. No, Mimi, it really was. Wait a second. Where's the other person who was with them? She's doing something with a uniform in the sink. Mimi tossed her head
Bitch.
with bitch. Mimi tossed her head with a sniff and headed back into the bathroom. She actually thinks Josh is a girl? She wouldn't be the first. I told you, Nick's voice is just gonna get progressively worse. Like, by the end of this game, it's just going to be like buzzing nasal sounds. Josh himself believes he's a girl. That wig is magical. Well, stay out of the girls' bathroom. It's not exactly going to help your platform if word gets out that you're a pervert. A shadow fell over Paul's face. I sighed. Don't worry, I'll talk to Mimi, bitch. Go back to the dorms room. I said it again! I said it on the last video and I said it again!
The dorms room?
The dorms room. Go back to the boys' dorm. Go back to the little boys' room like the little tiny boys you are. Thank you so much, Hana. Yeah. I watched them scamper away, then headed into the bathroom. Hey, Joshualina? You and I should probably get going. I rounded the corner and found him doing Mimi's hair. Really?
In a second, Hana. I've just gotta finish this.
Hana, have you met this bitch? She's so good with hair. And look, she even got the stain out of this shirt. Mimi held up my uniform. Really? Thank goodness. Thank you so much.
It's no problem, honey.
I guess I'll just let you finish. Mimi, you won't tell anyone about Paul and Nick coming into the bathroom, will you? Why wouldn't I, bitch? Well, 'cause it would be kind of bitchy. And as class representatives, they were just trying to help Joshualina get her bearings, and they were showing her where the bathroom was. I should have been the one to show her, but I was asleep and they didn't want to wake me up. Oh man, look at Hana being good at lying. Pro spy. Pro spy. Oh, well, I guess it's fine then, bitch.
Funny you should mention that. No.
Thank you?
There's... I really like Shane's root. That's all I'm gonna say.
I stood staring at them, unsure of what to do next.
Do you mind? I need to concentrate to finish this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went back to my room. Life at Asagao never got easier, did it?
I feel like we should make it clear, like from the past, like the last episode in this, that neither of us are straight people.
Oh yeah, no. I'm pansexual.
Oh, am I supposed? I thought you were gonna say I'm asexual and panromantic.
Woo.
I have more words than you do. Ha!
Rainbows. Rainbows. Just like FYI, like editing in rainbow effects is a lot of work, so we'll see how sad these rainbows end up.
Well, we could just put the pan colors up there.
Mine was still asleep when I got back. There's no way I was going back to bed, so I changed into my uniform, grabbed my bag, and went to class early. Alright, I think this is a good place to stop, because we were going to do it, like I was planning on doing it, like at the end of the night, before the next day, but the fucking, Triforce of weird stopped that plan. So,
Can that be the name of this episode? The Triforce of Weird?
Triforce of weird, sure. Hi, thanks for watching Asagao Academy Triforce of Weird. Uh, we're nerds.